All right, and before we get started, I just want to go ahead and say hello, everyone. My name is Sharkinbear. Sorry I've been gone for a while. Honestly, I've been kind of like in a gaming funk. I think that kind of happens around the holidays for a lot of people. I've been having just like a hard time focusing on one particular thing, although I know I jump from game to game quite often. I've been just having fun, just focusing on playing like smaller games, nothing, to be recorded or whatever, just playing around with friends and stuff like that. Especially with the holiday seasons, it's been nice to relax. But that being said, I managed to pick up a couple of things during the winter holiday sale for Steam, and I'll be honest, one of the things that I managed to end up picking up, or one of the games I managed to pick up, is one that I was very surprised about how much I've actually really enjoyed it. So much so that it's taken up quite a number of hours in the last couple of days for me. I haven't like gotten super far, but I have enjoyed it enough for me to think, you know what, this would actually make a pretty good video, especially for people who are looking for something new. Maybe they're also in a holiday funk. So if you don't know what I'm playing right yet, just based off the screen, let me go ahead and tell you, this game is called Heretical. And now, I was kind of on a misconception about what this was about whenever I was looking at videos, because this is under the bullet hell category, I think, and that's kind of really thrown me off a little bit. It is an action roguelike, but it's not like any other action roguelike I've seen so far, and that's probably why I'm so invested in this. So instead of having like a random run with a randomly generated map or anything like that, this is a very fixed map. It's very Souls-inspired in the way the map design likes, because there are so many shortcuts and stuff to open up a door, but it is not a Souls game, so if that throws you off, don't let it. I just more or less mean like in the way that Dark Souls 1, like one door opens up and it links to another area and so on and so forth, and you're going to constantly find yourself finding shortcuts throughout the game. But essentially, you start off with two characters. I believe to start out with the Sword and Shield character, I believe you have to start out with default. And then you unlock a magic character. And then you unlock these other one by fulfilling what's called prophecies. And essentially, prophecies are like in-game achievements that you earn over time, and you unlock new ones to fulfill. That'll give you new things like an ability, or like unlock weapons that you can find whenever you're going around and about. So we're going to check it out here for a little bit. I'm going to try to do like a complete run of the game so far. I have yet to beat what they consider to be the final boss as of right now. It is still in early access, so it is not a complete game. But there is so much to do here and so many things you can do in the run that I'm going to have to explain as we go along. So if you like this content and you want to see more videos like this around the channel, stay tuned, because I do tend to put out more videos. I do apologize again for the funk with the new year, new me, that sort of thing. Although I'm going to keep going along with it. I do appreciate everybody's support here on this channel, and let's jump into it. So by default, you get the warrior, slave warrior, herald. We have Tizian the Lost Ranger, Ruvius the Elementalist, that's our spellcaster, Oswald the Rune King Knight, which I have not played, Wildheart, Animal Whisperer, also have not played, and then we unlock the Warlock, which I have played. I'm not sure if I like that. We're going to get around to doing a Warlock run in the future. I hope that it's better than it looks, because it's just really not fun right at the start. That being said, we're going to go ahead and go with the Lost Ranger. As you can see over here on the right screen, you can see our stats essentially. There are 4 of them: Strength, Vitality, Intelligence, and Dexterity. You also see what we also get passively with a character. So with Tizian, he gets an additional dash charge. He gets additional physical damage every level up, and he does 25% extra damage to beasts. He also proficient with medium armor, swords, axes, and bows. Bows is what we're going to be sticking with, but we will have an option to have a secondary weapon that'll help increase our stats. And then his starting skill over here is Deadeye. Increases attack range and has a chance to slow enemies whenever he hits them with Deadeye. Also, additionally, when you shoot a projectile, it will also hit other enemies nearby. It does have a 5-second cooldown, but it is a very useful ability. It's very good at allowing him to tackle on multiple foes rather than having to focus on one at a time. I will say the targeting is a little bit to be desired here. I do hope that's something they flesh out. But every time you start up the game, you will actually start out in an area below here until you fulfill a prophecy. But this is basically our starting hub. This is the only time we'll ever get to see this hub. After we leave this area, we'll be locked out of it. But this is where you go to fulfill your prophecies, or like complete them rather. Matter of fact, we're going to talk to this guy right here. And we are going to complete a couple prophecies here. I completed this one, which we're going to kill 15 plague rats, and that gives us new skill, Caustic Bomb. We're also going to go ahead and get the Evil Eye for an Eye right here, which also drops a unique wand. So essentially, I can find this on future runs, which is pretty nice. We also have the costly wisdom. This gives us an additional 15 starting coins. That's because I bought skills through the vendors that you can find hidden throughout the world. Sometimes they don't pop like they should. Then we'll see. We also got Sea of Venom. That gave us venomous coatings. That sounds pretty nice. We'll fulfill that prophecy. So as you can see, there are a couple of things here that don't pop like the way they should. And the last one is Scholars. We killed a couple of guys, and that gives us additional skill reroll because there is some random nature to the game. Now that we've done that, we'll go over here and we will replenish. This basically gives us a whole bunch of starting points and gear to check through. Also, as we go through the game, we'll find hidden items called stars. There is no traditional meta progression system in this game. I mean, there is one, as you can see right here, but the way you get these points is by finding the hidden stars throughout the game. I've only found 6 so far, but overall, yeah, that's about as much as we've gotten. 6 points total, and I've probably played this for 7-8 hours by now, maybe a little bit longer. So we can go over there and allocate our stars if we want. We can even re-roll those stars and move them somewhere else if we want. And then there's the shop over here. We get a jump on what upgrades we want or gear that we want. As a matter of fact, before we do any of that, let's see what gear items and level up abilities we got. So as you go through the game, you'll open up chests and whatnot. As you can see right there on my right trigger, because I am playing with the controller, I'll press that, and it's basically going to show us different items. We can equip them or replace items that we already have with other items. So this mace right here is going to go in our offhand slot. It's going to give us +4 to our dexterity. This one's going to offer us a claymore in exchange for a bow. I'm going to stick with bow. Even though the claymore is pretty strong, it also gives us a +3 to lightning attack. I want to go with just a bow build. So I'm really going to be turning down anything that isn't a bow in our main hand slot. I'm going to keep old. You don't get to keep the armor, by the way, to sell or anything like that. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's just how it is. I'm going to stay with the 6 armor and 2% walk run speed. We're going to take the +3 dexterity armor because we do get additional power for every dexterity we have. That's part of our skill tree, and it looks like we didn't really get all that many pieces of gear. We're also going to check what we got for level up. So here we have 3 options for skills. They are generated randomly based off the skills that you've unlocked. It looks like we have 4 banishes and 2 rerolls. We just unlocked the ability to reroll 1 time, but I'm going to go with ricochet because that allows our normal projectile attacks to jump to another target, and as we level that skill up, we'll actually be getting additional ricochets. If I do not like what I see here, I can opt to get new shop offers, which is exactly what we're going to do. I'm hoping to get at least 1 cool thing for my character. It does not look like we're going to get a 1 cool thing. We can... You know what? Actually, we're going to try it for... I'm going to deny that, but I am going to take the reroll. I think that'll be fairly helpful. And we're going to hold on to the rest... Oh, actually, we'll get the attack speeds too. So we're out of money, and we're going to head on out. Now, I have opened up a whole bunch of shortcuts, but I'm going to go through the natural progression of the game just to show you all the places you can go, the boss fights that are in the game, stuff like that. If I die pretty early, it's going to suck because then I'll end up having to re-record the video. But I'm going to try my best to do the best to showcase this. There is a lot of hazard in the game. You can fall off ledges and stuff like that, so you do want to be careful. You are your own worst enemy sometimes. And you can see already immediately the power of Ricochet right there, just cleaving out those enemies. As you can see, underneath the enemy's health bar, there is a white bar. That is their stagger bar. I did take some damage there because I suck. But every time you level up, you do get a little bit of your health back. Let's see what we got here. We got a couple of good abilities, but Death's Gambit is the one we really want. Each time we deal damage, it increases your crit chance until you crit. And then whenever you do crit, you remove your crit chance buff that you get, and you get an attack speed buff for so many seconds. It's actually a really good synergy with that one. So we're going to go ahead and stick with that one. I do have the ability, as you can see there underneath my character. We do have 2 more empty skill spots. We do have to beat, I guess, the last available boss in the game in order to get that last slot unlocked, I believe. And then I also have 3 dashes. You can also see my health pool on the left, and over on the right side, I just kind of figured this one out because you can't really hover over it with your controller, you have to do it with a mouse. This is actually one of the main mechanics of the game. This is called your darkness level. As you do encounters, you're going to fill this up and you're going to get a darkness level, and as you get a darkness level increased, you will actually increase the damage the enemies do as well as their health modifier, stuff like that. So as you open up shortcuts, it can still behoove you to go in there, towards the final boss at a lower level if you want. He won't be as tough as if we cleared out the whole thing, but I am going to screw it and just absolutely just try to destroy everything because I want all the gear, I want all the level ups, I want everything I can possibly have. I'm going to just go ahead and take out this guy up here. We can dodge. Oh, and I still somehow managed to get hit, which is unfortunate. The cool thing is the gear will actually kind of suction to you, so you don't really have to so much worry about any of that. And the only ways you can heal are by leveling up, as well as by finding a vendor and essentially purchasing a potion for 30% of your health back. That being said, I am going to hold out on trying to spend any of my money, and because we're going to be leveling a lot here in the early game, I'm really not going to worry about it. The only reason, by the way, I gave up that dexterity is because we basically essentially doubled our armor by taking that armor upgrade. We got another ability option here. It looks like we have Ricochet getting up again. That's going to add us an additional +1 to jump and also increase the damage the projectile does. So we have our first little gauntlet here, and that is essentially what this game is. If I really had to break down what this game is, it's essentially a gauntlet run to see how far you can get, how many things you can find, and whatnot. So, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. I'm clearing out the starting area right here, mostly because I want the XP. I want the, essentially what I'm trying to do is trying to get the skills that I want. They're going to make me the strongest. I'm going to go ahead and hit these guys from back here. Alright, there we go. Now I have opened up a whole bunch of shortcuts I could show you. But we're going to go through, like I said, the natural progression. I am going to take a couple of back paths here or there just because I want to be cool looking for you guys, and I kind of want to, not, suck an egg trying to get through all this. So, but I'm mostly going to stay, on path to what this is. I'm going to go ahead and take pot shots to this guy over here. I'm going to dodge this doggy. And then that yellow orb to us was actually a rare piece of gear, as opposed to the blue ones, which are normal magic ones. And then, of course, we have the white ones, which are just common gear that you're really not going to want unless it's absolutely huge, armor bonus upgrade. And already you can see the power of that Ricochet, able to tackle enemies from a distance or hit enemies out of our usual range. Alright, so that guy's down. I'm going to hide behind this wall. Then I'm going to poke back out, and we're going to take the pot shots out. There we go. Open this chest up, and let's see what pieces of gear we got. Actually, ooh, hello, 30% fire resist, or 30 fire resist, 13 frost resist, and 8 skill duration. Not the best ring, but it is a ring upgrade. I'm really hoping we find a good bow. I'm not really worried about our offhand weapon. That is, we're going to get a negative modifier on that, and the reason why is because we are not proficient with heavy armor, FYI. That's why there's a negative walk speed on that one. Let's see. Holding grudges. Permanently increase armor resistance and damage dealt whenever you take damage or kill an enemy. Let's re-roll. I'm actually gonna, I should have probably banished first, so we never see these things again. And I'm actually gonna go with I'm gonna go with venomous coating. I was going to go with the caustic bomb because there is a prophecy to fulfill with the Rat King, which is one of the first bosses we'll encounter. But extra poison damage, how am I going to pass that up? I think venomous coating is actually going to go a long way for us. There aren't many archery skills that I have unlocked right now. As a matter of fact, I don't know if there are that many. But this extra poison damage, it will definitely help out. We're going to go for that one. It was white, but it was still an upgrade. Ooh, there we go. Now we have a blue piece of gear, and it's going to give us +7 dexterity, and we are getting an additional damage from that based off our skill tree. Additional armor and increased crit chance? Absolutely. I'd rather have the crit chance over the dodge chance. Let's see, the heavy gloves, no thank you. And skill upgrade, what do we get? Oh, Cyclone Strikes, that's the other skill we want. So we now have a full roster of skills, and we're really not looking to get any other skills. If we were going to change one out, probably Venomous Coating, but honestly, I think I am happy with Venomous Coating. That's just extra damage all around. Now, you can target stuff with the right analog stick by clicking it their way, but sometimes it's not always as correct or as good for locking on as you would like it to be. I'm going to keep on moving like this because really guy really can't do anything with that. Oh, I almost hit that guy up to the north. That would have been okay. But, it is what it is. I'm trying to use, be a little bit frugal about our uses with the dodge. Because, ranged guys, for whatever reason, even if it looks like the attack isn't going to land, sometimes, those ranged attacks, they land, and they kind of hurt. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to take out these guys right here. And this would be kind of like the natural progression. You could go uphill, or you could go down the hill here. From that starting area. This is kind of another way to get to the uphill portion on this lower ledge. But you'll see here in a minute, after we clear a couple of enemies, we're going to go through this door here. That's kind of an opened up shortcut that we get, as well as this one right here. This over here is a blessing circle. You can spend what they call Devotee Burden. Every time you raise up a darkness level when you kill an enemy, we get something called a Devotee's Burden. We can offer that here to begin a ritual. I'm still not sure entirely what the yellow one is for, but when we begin this ritual, we get a bonus, but we also get a negative. I believe the golden one essentially says that like whenever you get a bonus, it sometimes comes with a negative as well. I think the golden one kind of cancels out that negative that you would first initially get, but then you still have to roll for a negative. But the additional negative that you get falls off after you complete a certain number of objectives. And you'll see what I mean whenever we get another one. I'm going to wait until we get another one of those gold currencies, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's go ahead and look at our gear. Looks like we have 16% increased damage for 14% increased damage. I'm going to go ahead and take it. And then we're going to go ahead and roll through all of these. Still no bow option. Kind of sucks. Ooh, we got a rare pair of medium boots. Extra health, extra resistances, extra proc chance. That's good for skills that require proc chances. And extra health. 11% increased damage to great enemies. We're going to pass on that one. We did get a slightly better bow. But it's got a physical damage upgrade rather than an attack speed upgrade. We're going to pass on the shield. We're going to take a cape because we don't have one. We're going to take the rare cape because it's gives us +7 dexterity and gives us additional resistances and extra health. We're going to clear out these enemies. I could probably also use my level up that we have to get better skills. And we are just absolutely destroying these mobs already. This is the natural way you would get into the sewers, which is your second biome that you would go into. But we're going to back out of here and take the back way here in a second. Mostly because I find it easier to go up through the back door entrance of this place, honestly, just because some of the enemy layouts can kind of suck here at the beginning. Still no bow upgrade. Still no bow. No. We are going to go and look at our skill upgrades. I want to go ahead and probably increase our Cyclone Strike and Ricochet first. And I cannot tell you how much I love the Ricochet. It is actually really awesome. So now that we're going to back out of here. The only reason why I like backing out of this one is because in the very next room kind of locks you in, makes you fight a whole bunch of enemy waves. And they are not so much easy to fight instantly from the way you come in. Or at least I don't think they are. So we're going to take this back entrance. We're going to explore the whole of the sewers here. And we're going to get in here. Open this up. That would be the switch we used to open that gate door, or that door right there to fight that boss. Or to fight the boss in this area. Looks like we're going to level up. And these are rat nests right here. These putrid nests, if we allow them to stay up, rats will spawn from them infinitely until we kill them. And that's what I mean. Like, if you don't watch out, those archers will hit you. Luckily for us, we have a fair bit of armor already, so we're able to take hits a little bit more. I haven't uncovered the entrance or the thing that opened this door just yet, but we're still good. Ooh, we found a unique. I wonder if it'll be one I actually want. We're going to open this door right here. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we have some gloves that are not so great. We do have options, by the way. If you pick up some of these upgrades, you will also get... these are not exchanging what you have for this. They're upgrading what you currently have. So this is the same ring, but it gives us 8% projectile increase. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the ricochet. And I think I might take the +2. There we go, right there. And we can come back to this vendor when we want. So it looks like we got the Phoenix Visage. This is the normal rare. The next thing we're going to get is going to be unique of some sort. Do I want this? I don't think I do. It's going to pass on that one. Oh. See, this is a really good sword. This is actually a very good sword. This is one of the few unique weapons in the game. This is the Stormcaller Blade. As you can see, it gives us +19 to lightning damage, 23% increased lightning damage. It gives us +1 in spark, +1 tornado, and 13% cooldown reduction. Now, the cool thing is here is that I only have so many skill slots, but this gives me +1 to spark and tornado, which effectively gives me those skills at the level 1 version. So now I have like a whole bunch of extra essentially skills coming off of this. I have 2 more skills than I would normally have. I might actually just use this just until we get a bow we want, just because this is a fun weapon. I don't know if ricochet will work off of it, but I think the other ones will. And like you see right there, we have tornadoes, and that spark that we get the level 1, that actually does ricochet because of this. And the greatsword here, it does actually have some fairly good reach, which is awesome. Where is the whatchamacallit? The nest? That's weird. Oh, we're taking some damage here from those guys. It's okay. Open up these right here. Did you get some new items here? We're going to pass on this. Keep the old one. We are going to pass on this. And we did get a skill upgrade. We're going to go ahead and take the attack speed buff. In the attack speed buff, you can only level stuff up a certain amount of times before you can't level anymore. So there is a stopping point for them. I really like this weapon. It's a good weapon. That guy's gonna die in his own. I could fight the Rat King. I don't know if I want to do it with a melee weapon. I don't know if I've ever fought him with a melee weapon. You know what? Screw it. I might die right here. We'll find out. Did stun him. Oh, we're gonna... Oh, we stunned him again. We are, like, stunning the crap out of him. Oh, he's dead. Oh, man. We absolutely destroyed him. And we got a luminous fragment for him. So I think that's going to cancel out those bad bonuses. Or when we take the good ones. Yeah. So as you can see right here, we're actually working our way back to the entrance of the sewer. There's a couple of other places we can go in here as well. See... We'll do the 5% upgrade. I think that might be better. And see right here, we're kind of stuck in this poison in this corner. I think we're good though. I think that's all of them. That's kind of a tricky room to be in. early game. I think I died in there a couple of times, the first couple of times I went through. One of the things I probably think is a little bit jarring about this game, by the way, if you haven't realized, there's not a lot of music playing. It's kind of an odd thing, honestly. Let's go ahead and pick up some venom coatings and get the percentages up on the chance to poison the enemy, because that's just extra damage. Open that. I'm hoping we can get a unique bow. My favorite one is actually one of the weakest bows in the game. Like, damage-wise, it doesn't look very potent. But it's got a very fast attack speed on it, which most bows come with a slow attack speed. But the fact that most of them can ricochet and hit enemies, or, like, you know, the class that you would normally play would allow you to essentially hit multiple enemies at a time, really is great. But sometimes you can do things like this that you can't do with a bow, which is hit enemies through walls that they normally can't retaliate against you with. So you see right there, I killed out all those enemies through a fence that I probably normally wouldn't be able to hit. Gonna hide over here because they're... Oh, I cleared that person over there. Usually there's a hunter in the corner with a bow. Alright, there we go. And this was supposed to be a bow run, but so far we're doing fairly good with not a bow. Go ahead and hit this, and we can see that extra poison damage is, like, adding up. So that is good to know. We're going to dodge that. We're going to keep our dodges in check for that hunter there. There you go. I'm going to clear out this entire enemy area because I do want all the level ups. I wasn't checking my corners. And yeah, this unique weapon is so great. Those tornadoes, that spark that ricochets, awesome stuff. And we killed that elite right there. And essentially all he did was nothing because we stunned him into oblivion. And just like had tornadoes run train on him. Pretty fun. Alright, kill that guy. Hunter there. And we've pretty much cleared out this entire section, which is really nice. Only thing left is the boss. Oh, we do have a blessing circle here. Let's go ahead and take this, see what happens. So, if you can see right here, we get the option of 2 blessings. I believe if we didn't have the yellow currency, there'd also be a negative on here. And that would be a permanent thing, similar to how these blessings are permanent. So it'd be like +1 to all skills, but you'll have, you know, maybe like -5% movement or something like that. I'm going to go with the +1 to all skills, honestly. And then you also get to pick a negative, but the negative only lasts either until you reach a number of kills, or, you know, in the case of the money over here, we're going to lose 60 coins. So I'm going to choose the 60 coin loss, honestly, because I would rather have that than the other stat loss for temporary. Let's go and look at this gear that it gave us. Less armor. No, I don't think so. We'll take that because that's just going to be an offhand spot. We can swap it for something else later. 14 health points and attackers take 8 damage, so essentially thorns. I'm going to pass on that one. Dodge chance isn't bad, but I'll take the extra health. I'm not really going to worry about a shield because we're never going to use a shield. Nope. And let's go ahead and level up skill. I guess I'm going to go ahead and go with the venom coating. Probably need to do some of the Death's Gambit too as well, because that having the additional crit chance is also really nice. With each level of the Death's Gambit one, the amount of crit chance we get on not critting goes up. So here's the Rat King. This is essentially our first boss. So he has a charge right here, and then he's going to channel a section of the room. Oh my god, we took a whole bunch of damage. I was not prepared for that. That's my fault, so if I die here, that's entirely on me. So that's one of his major mechanics, is he's basically made a section of the room, you know, poisonous. We can't do anything with that. And then the next thing he's going to do is, after he makes a section of the room poisonous, it'll then put those poison circles on the ground, essentially making another small area that tracks us. We do got to be careful of that stomp, though, because that hurt us a lot. It does summon more rats. The rats really aren't much of a concern. As you can see, I'm just like swinging, keeping him at a distance. There we go. Boss is down. We'll kill the rest of the rats. And luckily for us, since we already know where the vendor's at, and we cleared the enemies on the way, I can go over here and purchase myself a health potion to get me a little bit healthier than I am currently. Oh, and because we got that +1 blessing, our tornadoes and our spark that we got from our unique sword is also getting a +1 bonus. So they're both +2. So we're going to go ahead and get the extra health. And I don't really think there's anything that I'm going to reroll and see what they offer. And let's see. I could get the ooh, Death's Gambit. You know, I'm gonna actually come back. I was thinking about healing, but what we can do is we grab a Death's Gambit, and we'll also grab the Elixir of Dexterity. Do want this extra crit chance, so we'll take that one. And we'll leave out the way we came in. And we'll head up the hill. Let's see. No, not necessary. We're already close to another level up, which means we'll also get a little bit of health back there, too. So far, so good with the sword. If I can find a wand for our offhand, I might use the wand just so we have a little bit of ranged options in case of needing ranged, which, I'll be honest, sometimes ranged comes in pretty clutch. So now that we've finished this area, we are going to work our way up the back way to the top. Let's go ahead and do the Death's Gambit. As you can see, we're just absolutely dominating with this current run. That is not to say things won't change, because there is a heavy chance for things to change. There we go. Let's see this guy. Oh, he missed. Good job. Nope, nothing there. Take these guys out. Nothing here. Unfortunate. We did get enough money to go back and get that dexterity if we wanted. We did take a hit that I wasn't planning on taking. That's fine. Still not seeing a good option for ranged. I think I'm going to head back down the stairs. We're going to go back to the vendor. Give me a sec. I'll jump there, and then we're going to go a different route up to the top of the hill. This route right here, if we continue going down that corridor that we just fought those last 3 enemies at, we would be at the next boss. And it's a very easy boss to fight melee, but I still would really like to have like a ranged weapon, so I might try going a different path up to the top, just so that we can come across a couple more treasure chests in hopes of finding a good ranged weapon. So, you know, I was going to get the extra dexterity, but this guy offers the foe beam, which is a wand, and it is a ranged weapon that we can have equipped. I want the dexterity, but I think this is the better buy, so we're going to go with that one. So now we can swap off, and we have the wand, and we'll use that in any fight that we need to be ranged. And the reason I really wanted to emphasize having ranged weapons at this juncture is just because in the area we're about to go to, there's a lot of enemies who stay at a range and are really hard to engage in melee, and in some cases not very safe to engage in melee. Alright, so we're back, and this is the main area we get to at the, or like where we start off at. The cool thing is if you are far enough in the game, and unlock the prophecies for it. If you so inclined to get to the Rat King faster, you can actually come to this grate and stomp down, and it'll drop you right before the boss room. It's very cool how they can do that. I am going to go now on the traditional path of going up the hill, just to see if we can encounter some more chests. I'm hoping we can. I'm also trying to see if we can hit these guys. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to hit them from where we're at. Might be able to hit another guy, though. And the cool thing is, again, since we are using a bow, and it is much like a, or a wand, and it's very much like a bow in the sense that they're ranged items, we can actually cause our attacks to ricochet, even with a wand. I think we can hit him. No. We're at a bad angle for that one. What do we get here? A shield. Don't really care about the shield. That offhand is really good for us. Oh man, this one is actually doing pretty good work. We're absolutely destroying with this wand. Why can't I... See, this is what I'm talking about. I really want to aim at this guy at the bottom here. The game does really not want me to do that. And we did manage to ricochet to that guy, which is pretty cool. I'm going to take this other route over here. Can I hit him? I can't. Man, we're attacking really fast with this wand due to that buff. This might be a wand thing that we do. And I think we actually managed to hit those enemies that were like over on the other side of that roof, which is pretty nice. We managed to get this chest. Got a couple more items. We also got a level up, which is nice. And we also got a blessing here. Let's see what blessing we got. We can get 29 additional armor or 24 additional resistance. I don't think we're going to have any problem getting additional resistances, so we're going to take the additional armor. I am going to take the health point loss because I think we'll be able to regenerate that fast enough. Let's go ahead and look at this. No, we don't want the heavy armor. Let's see. Cooldown reduction plus 10 to all resistances, damage over time. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Block? No, we don't want that. No, I think... Okay, and then skill-wise, let's go ahead and get ourselves some more ricochet. And then we're on to the second boss. Although technically you could fight this boss first if you really wanted. You want to stay out of melee range of this boss because it has a weird knockback that it's hard to tell when that actually happens. So what I like to do is kind of like stay on the fringes here at a distance. Boss already dead. And we got another woundless fragment, which is nice. Let's go ahead and take up the armor. Nope, nothing good there. We'll go ahead and go with the Cyclone Strikes. And this is about the time whenever you really want to have a ranged option if you have the ability to do so. Mostly because a lot of enemies here will end up having some form of a ranged mechanic to them. Sometimes there's a guy at the top of the stairs. In this instance, there is. They will also sometimes also have those lightning hammers that go around them, and I'm a sucker for being hit by them because they tend to stay around even after the enemy is dead. And as you can see, even with that 40 health hit we took earlier with our blessing, we're already back at maximum health, essentially. And we can't hit that guy quite yet. I'm gonna come up here and see if we can persuade him to die. That'd be awesome. So stay out of the way of those hammers. It looks like we did draw the aggro of a nearby enemy. don't like the fact that he's aggro to me. I don't actually know what aggroed him to me. There we go. That gate right here is normally shut. That is where another boss allows us to open up a shortcut. Let's see what we have here. 21 armor, additional dexterity. Great. Again, also notice that we're probably not being as strong as we could be right now, because I think our dexterity is only really going to affect stuff like our bows. So I'm really hoping that we find a bow that allows us, but we'll take the intelligence for now, if only because we're still getting dexterity, but the other thing that we were being offered really wasn't all that special. We'll go with the Death Gambit, because that really feeds into our attack speed. Again, the targeting is weird on a lot of this stuff. I wish there was a way to hit this guy. For some reason, we can't. That could have been very damaging to us. Luckily, the ricochet is allowing us to absolutely destroy that guy. Again, the Thor's hammer's got to go away before you want to move in there. I don't even know what it's called, but I just think of Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, rotating around whenever they do that. And we're able to just absolutely take these guys out with a lot of poison from our decay, which is nice. Oh my god. Oh no, this is actually working out really well. I don't know if we want to use a bow. Like, I mean, yeah, we want to use a bow. I want to use bow. I like bows. I actually saw one of the first things someone said was that the bows felt weak. And, I was like, I don't know about all that. But this magic wand is actually tearing stuff up pretty good, too. We get 12 options to look through here. Let's see if we get anything good. Yeah, let's take the armor upgrade, just because it's 29 points. That's a huge upgrade from what we had. What, 14? Same here. Don't want to take heavy armor. Don't want to replace the one we have, because it's really good. Also, we do additional damage to bigger enemies. Let's see. We'll keep what we have. A sword? No. +1 to trickster skills. I actually don't know what's qualified as trickster skills. Does it say on the skills themselves? Okay, so Death Gambit is a trickster, and Pathfinder, Windseeker. And so 2 of our skills actually benefit from trickster. And it is a 22 armor increase. Or, I'm sorry. You know what I mean. It's +22 from +13. And additional walk speed. You know what? We'll take the lesser boots. Or the loot item boots. No, we do not want to go down to cloth. Nope. Additional attack speed would be good, but we're already getting a pretty good buff from what we have already. And, no, I think we're good. Because we're getting +1 to Pathfinder skills well with this wand. I didn't even realize. This wand is tearing it up. We're going to go with Death's Gambit. Jesus Christ. That's crazy good. Let's go see what we have this ritual here. 20% additional damage to great enemies. I'm going to do it. What do we get here? We'll lose. I'm going to go with the hit points. I usually always go with the hit points. I don't even, you know what? I should have paid attention. I wonder if that's max hit points or if it's just... It can't be max hit points. It has to be of your current. You also want to make sure you check all your corners for your chests. 20 all resistance. You know what? I'm going to hold off on that one. Absolutely just deleting these guys. This wand is just gorgeous. And normally I would say you can't stun enemies, but I've been stunning them fairly easily. The only thing I don't understand about this particular area is there's a bush over there in the corner, and you can interact with it, but it doesn't really seem to do anything by interacting with it, so I don't know what I'm missing out on. Seems out of place. I wanted to figure out what that is at some point in time. Pass, pass. 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 I'll be fine. Deadly poison. Prophecy fulfilled. Cool. Our darkness is up to +5, by the way. So there's another boss through there. I am not going to attempt a boss just yet. We'll come back to it in a second. Alright, so this one gives us +5 vitality, extra resistances, increased magic damage. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Still not a bow. It's really unfortunate when you really want a specific thing and you're not able to get it. Alright, so naturally you would come up here, either by that scaffolding right there or these stairs, and you'd come over here to this elevator. You'd pull this lever and bring this elevator down right here. And next we are on a rooftop fight. As you see right here, I'm pretty much just not even really concerned about targeting anybody specific. We're just absolutely just going to destroy these guys. Sometimes the guys die before I even get around to focusing on them. I got stuck on a rock there for a second that I didn't even see. And I've died actually to being stuck on stuff, and it really sucks every single time it happens. It does not feel good when it happens. We can do increased crit strike chance, lightning resistance, cooldown reduction, increased fire and decay. I think we might be better off with that one. We're going to miss out on the 14% increased magic damage, but I think the crit chance actually helps make up for a little bit of it. We don't have a ring equipped? Or we're missing a ring from a ring slot, maybe? Nope. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. Critical strength damage, 32% increase. That's nice. I think we're good, though. And we're also getting ready to meet a vendor right here in this room, which is nice. Increased venom coating, and it looks like... Let's see, what purchases can we make? Let's go ahead and increase the venom coating. Crit chance, attack speed. That's fine. 30% chance to blind. Still no bow. They really don't want us to have a bow. But I'm going to keep on increasing our dexterity in the hopes that we will get one. I don't think there's anything up here. I've been up here a couple of times and doesn't seem to ever... Oh, wait, no, this time there is. Sight, a natural wonder the atrocity can no longer bask in. Good work, plebeian. I will use this for a potent spell to clear the skies that will enable the use of that contraption over there. Peer through the apparatus. What sight will be shown to the beholder is not known until he does. Alright, look in. The vision is more mental than visual, enveloping the senses into a dim room, murk, rancid stench, and festering. There seems to be a small fountain shape among the grime and sludge. Stars below prophecy. The way stars are aligned at a given moment is a snapshot of one's souls. To consult them, we will use a well hexed with a sprinkle of Sanctora dust, like this. Since you evaded my quest, take this dust, throw it into the wells that you encounter. Your path may be more attuned to your liking. So what does this do? Oh, it allows us to change our build mid-run, apparently. That's cool, I guess. Stardust. Ooh, did that, well, what was that? What's the Stardust? Must be an item for a quest that we have. That we need to turn it. Oh well. Alright, on to the next boss. So the next boss is right over here. And I believe this was the final boss for a good little bit. Maybe like 3 months ago. And this one's going to hit or miss for me. I've actually failed this boss a couple of times. But I think with our current build, we might be able to, like, essentially zerg it down fast enough. So it stays pretty much in the middle of the room. It doesn't really come after you that much. And us being able to cleave enemies is actually a very good thing. But it's going to stay pretty much right where it's at. And what we're going to want to do is dodge all these ranged attacks, as well as stay out of the way of those lightning, or those ice shards that come from there. You don't want to get too close to the boss either, because the boss itself has its own like Mjolnir hammers. And if we're lucky enough, we can actually avoid a good bit of the ad problems here. Just by staying at a range. Boss almost down. We're just gonna stay on the move. And like that, boss is down. We did get hit one time, unfortunately. Oh, we gotta watch out for the hammers. Again, the boss does have their own hammers, and I suck at not staying in the way of them. Alright, dexterity mace, but we're not going to take that. So far, we really haven't found what I would really like to see. Nope. Trickster skill upgrade is nice. Here you see is where we'd have the fountain that we came up earlier. There's also another shortcut back up to the tower in case we need to go back to the vendor for whatever reason, if you need to get a health top off. This gate just opened up and allows us to go to the next section. And we're in the final section of the game already, of what's currently available, from my understanding. Could be wrong about that. We'll have to find out on our own. Again, I love the amount of cleave we're seeing right now. We were hitting stuff down the stairs from the top of the stairs, like 2 flights up, which is really nice. Damn, just melting him. Don't want the shield. 18% increased damage. No, I don't think so. Nope. We do have a thing here. We also have. Gotta watch out for that guy. He is the absolute reason why I would die here. We did get some of our health back. We have a blessing. Ooh. Plus 2 levels of venom coating for a health hit. I'll take it. How did they come back? I'm actually going to go back and get some health upgrades. Not health upgrades, but buy some health potions from the vendor. Been fortunate in the middle of my showcase for me to die to stupid stuff. I mean, I'm probably still going to die to stupid stuff, but nope. Nope. Absolutely not. Get out of here. This wand is doing work. And I haven't even been using the unique sword on my back, mostly because I feel better with the ranged attacks. Although, from my understanding, if you got a good melee build going on, it does work out rather well. Let's go ahead and pay him some money and get our health back. We're still going to level up some, so I still do imagine we are going to get another healing off somewhere. But that is all the vendors that I've encountered so far. Alright, we can also come back through here where we normally fight the boss, just so we can get down here quicker. It is also worth mentioning, there is fall damage. You don't get any fall damage right there, but I do promise you, even the smallest drop in this game is very deadly to you. The other only negative I would say about this game is I'm not a big fan of how some of the camera angles are handled. You don't always get a good view at what it is that you're trying to do. Oh wow, we killed all those enemies before they could even do anything, which is nice. Alright, what are we looking at over here? Okay, and now we can open up this gate right here, and this would be the main area in which you start the game in. So you can open a shortcut by going up here and going through here. There's a lever that opens up that gate for a shortcut, so that's nice to know. You want to interact with these bonfires as well. I have not yet figured out how to get Sishead bridges. I imagine it requires you beating the next boss, but essentially it makes solid bridges where there were once broken bridges. There's some enemies we haven't gotten to yet, just because, again, requires you beating the next boss. Let's see. Nope. We can continue to follow this bridge, by the way, if we want to. Chest right there. Ooh. Let's see. No, we're good. Nope, we're good. There's two enemies right here we want to take care of. That lightning wave is really a deal with. Alright, we'll go ahead and take out this next brazier as well. It's going to activate another bridge. And then there's one last chest over here that we can tackle. Alright, let's go ahead and see what piece of gear we got. Ooh, hello. Yeah, no, that's great. I don't know if we get these upgrades unless we have the items equipped, but they're still nice to have. Now we need to go back this way. We'll come down this ramp. And we're in the home stretch to the final boss, essentially, more or less. We just gotta take out these two guys right here. Oh. Alright. And there's nothing hidden over here. That is the way to the next boss. I am going to step away for just a moment. I am going to go back to the vendor near the Rat King so we can get off a heal, so we can be at 100% health. I don't want a chance losing to him. I haven't beat him yet, so this will be a first for everybody. So give me just a second, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back to where we are. As you can see, I'm up topped off of my health. There is one other thing you can do over here. It's a statue. I don't have any sort of interactable with it just yet, but I imagine there's something to do with that statue in the future. And now we're going to be at the farthest I've ever made of the boss. He's a very hard-hitting boss. He constantly summons the bigger adds throughout the fight. He has a normal sweep attack, he's got a lightning wave he can send out, and then he's also got some tracking bolts he can send while he's floating in the air. He doesn't have a lot of abilities, but if you do manage to get hit by them, you will be dead very fast. So our goal is to get in there, kill these adds as quick as possible, try not to use any of our dodges, because our dodges are going to come in pretty clutch. There are a couple of times in here where you don't want to attack, because when you're not attacking, you can actually move faster. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to focus on the ad there. I'm going to dodge that, and then I'm going to hit this guy over and over again. And we'll wait for him. He's probably going to float here in the air in a second. And then we're going to stop attacking. As you can see, his little bolts go flying through the air. And I'm going to focus on hitting him again. He might summon more ads here in a minute. I'm going to stop attacking. Run around. He's going to start summoning ads. Oh, he did get hit by that. That's really unfortunate for us to get hit. Go back to hitting him. We're gonna go run around. Oh my god. That's really unfortunate. As you can see, we're still taking a buttload of damage. We only got hit by him twice. I hope we can kill these enemies fast enough. Oh my god. I'm kind of like nervous right now. Come on. No! Oh my god, we beat him. Woo! That was an effort over there. Looks like we had two guys in the back. Just waiting to pop us off as we got excited over here. So let's go ahead and look at what we got. Nothing good. I'm actually kind of like really like shaking right now because that was actually pretty fun. He has a lot of health. But then the one we're having is just doing the business. Alright, it might not have been the bow we wanted, but it's the bow we got. Alright, this is easily the furthest I've been so far. Just trying to... Can't see what's going on in there, so I cannot tell you. Oh shit. I cannot tell you what's happening in there. Oh, just like a thingy in the middle of the floor. That's fun. Can we... Okay. Oh, so was that in the treasure chest? Okay. Now I want to back away from all the chests. Oh, we opened another shortcut. Nice. I honestly thought we beat the final boss. I thought that was going to be in the run, but turns out the answer is no. And I'm more than okay with that. We finally got a bow. Oh, give me a second. But I have a hard time believing it can be better than we currently got. I suppose we can say we used a bow, and then we'll swap back. We're not actually getting the use of a tornado or spark. So let's see what happens. I mean, the range is pretty far. That's nice. I like it. Don't like those. Target this guy, please. There we go. Why can't I target the other guy? There we go. know if this is going faster or slower than the other thing would go, honestly. Let's go back to this, see how this goes. What about this guy? He's dead. That only took a long time because we weren't even hitting him most of the time. I don't know. I think we're better off using the wand, honestly. Can we hit the... Oh, I guess we gotta go down in there. I was thinking the horror over there is gonna hit me with something. I guess not. There he goes. He's dead. Can we go out this way? We can. Oh, there's another brazier. How do we get to that? Oh, you know what? I think I see how. But I'm afraid to go down that way. It looks like the other brazier is hidden behind the boss arena. I think, maybe. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Yeah, I think there's another area behind there. So let's go back to the boss room for a second and see if we can cut out to the back here. Could be wrong, but it looks like there is. So, yeah, okay, here it is. So hit that. Alright, and that causes a bridge crossing right there. And then there was something inside of this building. We got a stray star. Okay, so we got a thing to level up with. I'm so glad we went there. And that we saw it. 30% armor. Or 30 armor. 8 intelligence. Extra magic fine. Magic or all resist. Yeah, absolutely. We'll go with that one. I think that's a better option. Seeing as how this is turning into more of a magic build, I kind of wonder if maybe we should go to one of those wells and change out our attributes, but the whole intent was to be dexterity. Right now, magic is actually just absolutely dominating it. So this bridge here, so this was more of a shortcut, not really so much anything else. There's a glowing circle over there. So this looks like the natural way for progression. Everything after this is unknown to me. Man, the amount of cleave you have in here is great. Oh, I see. So we're doing nothing but braziers right now. Okay, I got it. So we got another bridge unlocked. It's like a door. Let's go ahead and see if we can cleave this through. Take care of that guy in the back. Nice. Those guys are dead back there, which is always good. Oh, man. Windseeker skills. Increase. Okay. Let's Still probably not that great, but we'll try it. We'll give it a shot. Oh, and now we have a thing up here to this shiny circle. Oh, and that was the completed run. Oh, nice. Okay, so that was the last boss there. After that, it's just kind of more or less making our way up to the next section. So that being said, it looks like our run took about 49 minutes. We slayed 357 enemies, gained 2,764 experience, crossing numbers. So this is our 14th attempt, essentially. We made it to level 21. We did 203,134 damage with our weapons. It's mostly probably from the wand, obviously. Deadeye doesn't do any damage. Ricochet doesn't do any damage. It's all based off our weapon. Okay, so Deadeye, Cyclone, and Ricochet are never going to show us damage numbers or kills because it all goes back to our weapon itself, probably. Venom Coating doing 61,617. That's awesome. Death's Gamut allowing us to secure 141 kills. All in all, I think that was a fairly successful run. I wasn't intending to beat what's currently available in the game, but I did enjoy it immensely. I'm very excited to see what comes next in the game now that we've opened up all of the shortcuts. There's still a whole bunch of achievements, too, for me to get through, and that's pretty cool altogether. I'm going to go ahead and head back into the game just so I can see the prophecies fulfilled. I think I may have opened up my last weapon slot, or skill slot. The curse is lifted from Sanctora. So what does that do? We also got, additional weapon slot, and we've also unlocked Snakebite, the mace that allows us to hit enemies and decay them. Super cool stuff. I am going to go back in and try to get Caustic Bomb Plus, that way, and unlock the rest of these as well. So that being said, if you like this sort of content, you want to see more gameplay from Heretical and other games like it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what you think of the game. And until next time, you guys take care going into 2025. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, a fantastic year. Let's make this one of the good ones. Everybody take care, and I'll see you on my next video. Later.